All right. Good afternoon, Tristan. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing good. I've got your resume here in front of me, and I know we've been chatting a little bit offline as well. So let's learn a little bit about you to get started. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Of course. I really like to travel. I just picked up that kind of new hobby last year by going to Puerto Rico for my birthday. I also just started playing pickleball with a couple of my friends, and that's really fun. I like to think of it like a smaller tennis, and I also like to just be outdoors in general.
Fantastic. I love that. All right. So let's learn a little bit about your career experience so far. You've got some great experience working as a business analyst right now. So tell me what a typical day looked like in that role.
Yeah, so I deal with all of our order processing and all of our invoices. So normally at the start of the day, I get emails from our credit card department, which they basically tell me whether the orders have been approved or not approved. If they haven't been approved, then I reach out to the customers, make sure that everything is good, whether it be a new card or a different form of payment. I then process those orders. I get in touch with the sales reps about all of our pricing, which I
Okay,
run
great.
our profitability model, our shipping report, which basically shows when things are supposed to get invoiced, when they're shipping out, what the items are, and who the customer is that's ordering it, and when they put the order in.
Great. It sounds like you've got a lot of moving parts. You're definitely working in a fast-paced environment, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's pretty much go 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 all the time, and I need to be able to answer emails and phone calls at basically a moment's notice. That way we can get back to our customers and give them the satisfaction that they deserve.
Fantastic. I love that. Now, at this current position, what type of computer software are you using and do you feel like you're most proficient with in general?
I would say the most of the um, programs that I use are like Microsoft programs, so like Excel, PowerPoint, things of that nature. So all of
Yep.
our profitability model, the shipping report, and I also have a shipping log. Those are all on Excel. They all have different formulas that I'm using throughout all of them.
Great.
We also have a CRM that was basically built for our company that shows um, payment history of customers for invoices. It has all of it in one area for each customer individually.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great. Now, when we're thinking about your next career move, what would you say is the biggest strength that you'll bring to your next employer?
I think the biggest strength is my attitude. I'm pretty motivated to do just about anything. I don't have anything that I wouldn't do. Also, the just willingness to learn. I definitely want to be challenged, and I'm ready for anything that gets thrown at me.
Fantastic. I love that. Now, let's talk about when stuff maybe hits the fan. Things go wrong at work. So maybe there was a time that a mistake happened or there was an issue with a customer. How would you overcome a situation like that?
So I like to get out in front of it like immediately. That way, the customer doesn't get blindsided or just feel like they're not being taken care of. So I like to call the customers, and then I like to follow it up with an email, basically just going over everything that we talked about on the phone. That way they have it for their records, I have it for my records, and no one's left in the dark about anything. And then from there, I get their feelings on the situation, and I just proceed how I should. So whether they didn't get their shipment or they're not happy with it, if they're not happy with it, then obviously I would set a truck up to get it picked up and brought back, and basically give them a plan of what we're going to do to right the situation. If they haven't received it, then it would be just going to figure out what happened, where it went wrong, and figuring out what we need to do to fix it and get it
Awesome.
to them.
Sounds good. And you know what? I love what you said at first. Like you just hit it head on. You get out in front of it because in everyday life, sometimes things are not going to go as planned, but how we handle it, it definitely makes that customer experience for a customer to keep coming back, right? So
Yeah.
I love that. So when you're thinking about the next company that you're going to work for, what's the most important thing to you at this stage in your career?
I think at this stage of my career is growth potential. I like the idea of being able to work with one company and basically move up with them because of a lot of different reasons, whether it be like a friendship or just good mentors that like are surrounding me.
Right?
Um, the growth potential in a company, I think, says a lot just because it's cool to be able to be with a company and watch it grow as I grow myself.
Fantastic. Be a part of those results along the way.
Yeah,
All right, awesome. Tristan, I'm going to stop the recording and chat with you a little bit more if that sounds good.
of course.